Convicted polo mogul John Goodman is expected to be back in a Palm Beach County courthouse first thing tomorrow morning.
Right now he's in jail after deputies say he tried to break off his ankle monitor while on house arrest. Our team of reporters covering every angle of this story. Good evening. I'm Michael Williams.
And I'm Shannon Cake. Thanks for being with us. A hearing is scheduled for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Palm Beach County courthouse. That is when a judge will consider a request to revoke John Goodman's bond. He was, as you probably remember, or rather has been, on house arrest after a jury convicted him of DUI manslaughter. News Channel 5's Jay Cashmere is anchoring our live team coverage from the Palm Beach County Jail this evening. Jay?
Shannon, that hearing tomorrow morning at the Palm Beach County Courthouse will be critical in determining the next step in this case. That is whether or not John Goodman remains behind bars here at the Palm Beach County Jail or whether he's sent back home to his Wellington home to serve out house arrest while he awaits an appeal on his DUI conviction. No question, though, what happened late last night at the home of the Polo Wellington mogul certainly set forth a massive chain of events. And according to PBSO, John Goodman did in fact try to break his tracking device, that ankle bracelet that he was required to wear. Sheriff Rick Bradshaw implied earlier today that he knew exactly what he was doing. Speaking of John Goodman, saying that this was no accident. And of course, that decision by Goodman triggered a massive chain of events at the home of the polo mogul. Certainly a lot of circumstances took place last night in Wellington. We want to bring in our own Alex Sands. He is covering this side of the case from the Palm Beach County Courthouse. And Alex, I know tomorrow morning we'll learn a lot more on the direction of this case from the Palm Beach County Courthouse.
As you said, Jay, a very critical morning for John Goodman and what happens from here. As you know, he walked out of his courthouse some 5 months ago on house arrest as he appealed that conviction of DUI manslaughter. And now, some 18 hours from now, we should know, along with John Goodman, if in fact he'll spend the rest of these next several months on house arrest or in jail.
To count one.
He was sentenced to 16 years in prison.
Guilty of DUI manslaughter.
Tomorrow, 5 months on, he'll learn if his days of house arrest are over.
He paid the price for it because he's back in the Gun Club Hotel. That's where he's going to stay.
As the county sheriff sees it, this was no accident. That John Goodman, late last night, tried to break off that tracking device around his ankle with a small mirror. He was upstairs in a bathroom. The two off-duty deputies stationed at his Wellington home were tipped off within seconds.
The front part of it was pried open, which allowed water to get inside. I think he thought, in my estimation, that was going to disable it. Doesn't work like that. Think about what's going on in America right now. You got celebrities and people with a lot of money. They get arrested, they break the law, and after a while, they just think that the rules don't apply to them. Well, guess what? That don't happen here. He gets treated just like every other person that's in my custody. He violates the rules. He's back in the jail.
Goodman is months into a lengthy appeal of a DUI manslaughter conviction in connection with a 2010 drunk driving crash that killed Scott Wilson. As part of the terms of his house arrest, he agreed to pay for 2 round-the-clock deputies to submit to alcohol and drug tests. Late this afternoon, an attorney for Scott Wilson's mother said if Goodman did in fact try to break off that tracking device, it was, quote, time to end his privileged treatment. Prosecutors will make their case tomorrow before that judge just around 10 o'clock in the morning. A judge day could make a decision possibly as early as late tomorrow morning before the lunch hour. We'll see what happens.